Hi everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today our topic is about English 10 Quarter 1 Module 5 Lesson 3, and this is about analyzing characterization based on the story. And by the way, the content of this video are the parts in the module that have no answer indicate to correction. So you should be ready with your ballpen and your paper and try to copy or write down the answers from the items. But before that, of course, if you are new in this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also click the notification bell para palagi kayong updated sa aking mga bagong video. And of course, please share also. Alright, let us start. Let us begin with activity 3.0 because activity 3.1 is supposed to be your own personal answer. Now for activity 3.2, please read the story How Odin Lost His Eye and answer the questions that follow. Alright, this is the story, and since you have your own module with you, by the way, dapat hawak ninyo ang inyong module habang pinapanood ninyo ito para makukuha ninyo ang mga answer sa mga questions. Let us just proceed to the comprehension questions. Okay, this is the continuation, 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 continuation again. All right, now this is the comprehension questions. Answer the following questions on your answer sheet. For question number 1, what is the problem in the story? Let us focus first with this question. Now for the answer, the frost giants brought cold and ice to the world and shook the earth in anger. They hated Odin and all the work of the gods. This is only the answer for the first question. Now for the second part, who are involved in the problem? Okay, this is the answer. The characters involved in the problem are Odin, the frost giants, the men and women of earth, and Mimir. Okay, question number 2. What actions were attempted in solving the problem in the story? The answer, Odin climbed down to earth through the rainbow to see more about his enemies, the frost giants. Okay, and continuation, he needs to drink the water on the well, guarded by Mimir, to see the past and the present. But he needs to sacrifice something before he is allowed to do this. Now, how did his actions result? Okay, answer, he lost one of his eyes because of his action, and as a result, Odin became blind in one eye. Now, question number 3. What was the final solution arrived at by the characters involved in the story? Possible answer, Odin removed one of his eyes and gave it to Mimir as a sacrifice in order to be able to drink the water on the well and be able to see death, sorrow, and joy. For question number 4, was there any indication of the character rebuilding or restoring relationship with other characters after the conflict in the story? Support your answer. Okay, possible answer. There was no indication that the relationship between Odin and the frost giants was resolved because in the last paragraph, it was not stated whether the conflict was resolved or not. The frost giants were not even mentioned in the last paragraph. Now, next part, what is it? Activity 3.3, plot and conflict analysis. Alright, you have just intently studied the story of how Odin lost his life. Now, focus on the plot, structure the story, and analyze the conflict experienced by the main character Odin. Fill out the worksheet below in your answer sheet. For number 1, did you feel you were part of the story? Yes or no? Explain your answer. Possible answer? Okay, yes. And for explanation, I feel I was also part of the story because I feel that I need to sacrifice also something in order to achieve my goal. This is only my suggested answer, but You can revise this and provide your own answer. Okay, number 2, were you able to predict the ending? Yes or no? Explain your answer. Okay, possible answer. By the way, this is open-ended question. The answer should be practical, based on your own perception or understanding of the story. Okay, possible answer. Yes. Explanation. From the title alone, we can predict what will happen in the story, because the title said how Odin lost his eye. It means to say that at the end of the story, Odin will lose one of his eyes. Question number 3. What was your favorite part of the story? Explain your answer. Okay, here is the suggested answer. My favorite part in the story is the part that says Odin needs to sacrifice something in order to see the past and the present, as well as be able to see death, sorrow, and joy. I choose this part because I think it is the most interesting part in the story. I would like to know whether Odin will sacrifice something, and what important part of his body is he willing to sacrifice. By the way, I hope you are copying this answer, because everything here in this video, answers here are not found in your module. Okay, number 4. What type of conflict or conflicts did the author create? Okay, check one or more. Okay, possible answer, character versus character. Because the conflict is between Odin and the frost giant. Another possible answer, character versus nature. Because Odin wants to stop the cold and the snow, which is harming the men and women. Another possible answer, character versus self. Now, this is the part which is somewhat difficult for Odin, because he is bound to sacrifice a part of his body. Okay, number 5. What was the most important conflict in the story? Possible answer, that is character versus self. For number 6, what was the main character or the protagonist trying to accomplish? Okay, the main character wants to know the reason why the frost giants hate the men and women he has created. He wants to save them from the giants. Okay, number 7. How was the main conflict resolved? Okay, possible answer. The main character decided to offer his eye. By the way, the main character here is Odin, as a sacrifice in order to see the past and know why the frost giants hate the men and women, but he became blind in one eye because of that. Okay, next activity, what's more? Activity number 3.4, character examination. Alright, here is the direction. Go back to the story of how Odin lost his eye, and in your answer sheet, fill out the character examination graphic organizer to analyze his character and examine the conflicts with which he is caught up in the play. Alright, here is the character examination graphic organizer. At the middle, we have here character, and then at the sides here we have feels about him or herself, and in another box here other attitudes, and then at the bottom is looks. On the left side we have says opinion, and on the upper left corner act something that is done, and on the upper part is add your own category here. Alright, let us start with the character name. We are going to focus on Odin as the main character. Okay, Odin is the answer here. And then let us proceed with this box, feels about him or herself. What does he feel about himself? Okay, possible answer, proud and powerful. You can have your own answer also, because this is an open-ended item. Next, at the bottom, below this box is other attitudes. What other attitudes does Obed have? Okay, possible answer here is he is also sympathetic, because he sympathizes He sympathizes, I mean, with the fate of the men and women who are under the hatred of the giants. And here at the bottom, under looks, possible answer is he looks awesome. Okay. And for says or opinion, what do you think is the opinion of Odin? Okay. He needs to know why the giants hate the men and women. And then for Axe, something that Odin has done, all right, here's the possible answer. She sacrificed one of his eyes. Okay. And then here, under add your own category here, what do you think? What do you feel has Odin done? Or what do you think is necessary? Okay. He cares for others more than his own. Okay, this is the most important part. He cared for other people more than himself because he sacrificed his own eyes for the sake of the men and women. Alright? Next, what I have learned under activity 3.5 reflection. Now here's the direction. In 3 to 5 sentences and in your own answer sheet, write what you have learned from our lesson. Alright, here are possible answers. Number 1, I learned that there are always conflict in this world. I hope you are copying these items. Number 2, we can't avoid conflicts. Of course, no matter what you do, no matter what your situation in life is, there are always conflicts. Number 3, we need to be sympathetic to unfortunate people. All right, we need to step on their shoes, or we need to feel what they feel and sympathize with them. Number 4, we need to sacrifice something from ourselves in order to reach our goal. Say, for example, you want to review or you want to study your lessons, of course, you need to sacrifice your time. You should avoid playing ML or watching TV in order to review your lessons. So you need to sacrifice something. You need to sacrifice your time. Okay, number 5, the conflict against yourself is the greatest conflict. All right, because a conflict against oneself involves a conflict between what you want and what you need to do, or what you need to do in order to succeed. So you need to sympathize. To sacrifice something. You need to sacrifice your time. You need to spend money. You need to do something which is somewhat against what you really desire. Okay, so this is conflict against oneself. Next, activity 3.6, the importance. And here is the direction. In your answer sheet, answer the questions below. What character or character traits should a person possess to become successful in life? Okay, here's the possible answer. A person who wants to be successful in life should have the following character traits. Number 1, he should be helpful. Number 2, he should be thoughtful. Number 3, he should be willing to sacrifice. Number 4, he should be sympathetic, like what Odin has done. And number 4, he should be caring. Number 5, he should be kind to other people. Number 7, he should be humble. And number 8, he should value dignity and honor. Okay? I hope you have learned something in this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you again.